Good morning, Investy Besties. How are you? My name is Shalice. I'm a 40-year-old mama, wife, and worker bee. My husband and I have been investing going on 11 years now, and we are hoping to retire early and just motivate others to get started on their investment journey. We are not financial advisors or fiduciaries, but just regular average investors, people who are trying to invest, work hard, have a high savings rate, and get to financial freedom. That's what we're trying to do. And I created this channel to document our journey and our portfolio. So remember that what you see on my channel is me and my husband's assets. They are not anyone else's. So you always, make sure you have a strategy, you have a plan for your personal journey. Okay. So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Support your sis as we get to 30,000 subscribers. We're almost there. So today I want to give a quick SCHD update, more so in our Robinhood. I've shared our SCHD position and interactive brokers many times. That's a bigger position. Check out my previous videos. I really don't want to talk about the same stuff because I'm starting to get a little, not burnt out, but just I'm feeling like it's repetitive. So check out my previous videos if you want to see the bigger position. But I really have been loving this smaller, newer position we've been building in Robinhood because, I started building this up from scratch back in October of 2024, and I'm documenting that here on the channel so you can see all of these positions you see with 50,000, 75, $100,000 that we do own start from zero, and really starting this specific position from scratch in a market where it has been performing not so well. I mean, yeah, long term, the market does go up, but let's be honest, right? We're human beings, and in real time, right, that it can suck sometimes. And so, me just coming on here, investing small amounts of money, showing you guys there's no excuse. Like if you are not investing and you're thinking, I don't have a lot of money, that's not an excuse. Your sister is here to tell y'all I'm doing it with small amounts of money. So, right now, as of the date and time I'm recording is actually on Thursday, the 17th. The market is not open yet, officially anyway. It's about 7 in the morning or so. So SCHD is at about $25.25. And like I said, we've been putting small amounts of money into this. Let me just go to the past week, down 2.40%. Past month, 8.96%. 3 months, 9.66, and year to date, 8%. But even though SCHD is down, and I may put that in the thumbnail, like SCHD is falling, but look at this. If I type in VOO, let me just type in VOO real quick. That's an ETF that tracks the S&P 500. If I come to year to date, it's down 10.44%. So VOO is falling faster or harder than SCHD. And it's just a great testament to having, I would say, a somewhat diversified portfolio. I am not a one ETF person and that's it. But I also don't want to have 50 other ETFs. But you invest the way that you see fit because at the end of the day, it's your money, not anyone else's. It's your portfolio. But I do think like an S&P 500 or a total stock market fund does complement SCHD well. And another fund that I am going to share with you because I've been getting some questions about DGRO, which we actually do own as well. Actually, here in Robinhood. So first, let me come down real quick so you can see. Let me move my face over. All right. So look at this. Our market value is $387.39. But look. We hit a milestone. A milestone. 15.34 shares. Isn't that crazy? Like how it adds up. So we're talking since October. So November, December, January, February, March. What is April? So that's 6 months. We've been growing this position with small amounts of money. I am going to make a little adjustment to this specific plan that we have for this newer SCHD position. If I get any money that's $50 or under, from like leftover groceries, I'm always doing that. Leftover grocery money, leftover gas money, things like that, because I do cook from home a lot. I'm on a weight loss journey. I've been losing a good amount of weight, about 20 pounds, which is great. Go me. But one of the keys to that is just cooking from home. But if I can find a coupon or something, those savings add up, and I'll just put those savings like in a position like SCHD that we're trying to build from scratch. So if I get some extra money that's $50 or under, I will also put it here as well. But right now we're down. Our position is down 0.10%. I mean, that's just real. The markets are down year to date. I think the tariff war is kind of escalating. I know Powell spoke recently. It's a lot of craziness going on right now. It's a lot of uncertainty. That's why in our April investment plan video, if you did not see that, if you're newer to the channel, scroll back. I do have playlists as well. That way you can kind of get caught up on our strategy, our journey. But we have been actively saving more money. That's just something we want to do because that makes us comfortable. Some people don't mind having just maybe 5 or 10,000 saved. That's not us. That is not our ministry. We need to feel comfortable. We have expenses, we have bills, we have 4 houses, 3 of them are rentals. There's a lot going on, and we need to make sure that we have liquidity, liquid cash to access. And that's just something that my husband and I are comfortable with. And but still, I mean, we're down over 6% in this position because the market is just down. But if I come to stock analysis here, so I got a question about DGRO. Like, do I think DGRO is another good um, dividend ETF? Because you all know that SCHD is a dividend ETF. But the question asked about DGRO, and we have DGRO. I haven't been doing a whole lot of updates on it because we kind of met our share size goal, and you guys know, if you don't know, once we hit our share size goal and our positions, we move on to something else. We don't really continue to talk about it a whole lot because I want to make content about positions we're currently working on. And like I said, that's why I have playlists and things so that you can kind of get caught up. But yes, we do own DGRO. So before I get into the comparison, let me just bring our DGRO position up so that you guys can see it here. DGRO. That's the iShares Core Dividend Growth ETF. So this is definitely more growth based than SCHD. So if you want a dividend ETF that has slightly more tech in it, because SCHD really doesn't have any, has like a tiny bit, but DGRO has a little bit more, but still it's not like crazy tech heavy in my opinion. So you can see we have, let me just come down here, 125 shares. So you see it right there. That's actually 125.47. You can see our average cost, which is $52.96. We are up 10.05%. We were actually up a lot more than that. But again, the markets are all down, and I don't think it's going to get any better this year. I would love to be proven wrong because when you have over 600,000 invested in the markets across all of our 401ks, HSAs, and all that, our accounts are down. I mean, yeah, the market goes up long term, like I said, but at the end of the day, this is real time. And it's just, this was up higher than this, but it's still at 10%, which we will take. Right now it's at $58.29. It's up about 35 cents pre-market. Again, the market is not open, but if you look at this year to date, it's down. It's not even down as bad as VTI, VOO, SCHD, SPLG. So this is a nice compliment as well. Again, not financial advice, but we do own this. So I'm just trying to share with you some context about why we have it. Again, down about 5.43%, which is not bad considering everything else is down a lot more than that. And look, our position right here is almost about, let's say 7,500. Let's just round up 7,500. Again, we're pretty much at our share size goals. I may throw a couple of dollars in if the markets continue to fall and I see a good price. But despite there being sales everywhere, I just don't have unlimited streams of money to invest in every single thing. And that's okay. I'm not trying to buy everything all at once. My husband and I are working. We are trying to do the best that we can with the money that we have. But yes, if I come down to show you guys or to compare. So this is stock analysis. I've talked about this website so many times. They do have a paid version, but this is the free version I'm using. And the free version for me anyway has been working just fine. But you can compare stocks or ETFs here. And I suggest, especially if you are a brand new investor, I have a beginner investing playlist where I have a lot of research type of videos in there so that you can learn how to research. But definitely compare ETFs so that you can make sure you're not overlap too much. Now, some of the ETFs we own are a bit overlapped, but like I said, we have a $600,000 plus overall portfolio with our retirement and brokerage accounts. So we're not new to this. We just are expanding our portfolio, and it has been helping. But if I scroll down, you can see the comparison. So the change is not too far off, in my humble opinion. SCHD definitely has more assets or more investors, more capital, more AUM, I guess. whereas DGRO has 29 billion. But I mean, at the end of the day, both this is like a lot of people have their money in both of these ETFs. That's what this is at the end of the day. The expense ratio, so DJRO is just a tiny bit higher. Honestly, you won't really notice too much of the difference, right? And then you have the PE ratios here and the dividend yields here. So SCHD has a slightly higher dividend yield than DGRO. But again, remember, DGRO has a little bit more growth in it. And a lot of growth companies aren't really paying out a lot of dividend income because they're putting the profit into more services or expanding or creating more products. You can see average return here. So for the past year, SCHD returned about 2.45%, which is lower than DGRO's 6.77% return. So DGRO has a bigger return, but a lower dividend. SCHD has a lower return, but a higher dividend yield. Okay, so that's why a lot of people like both of them because one is more for income, one is more for growth, and it kind of work nicely together. Year to date, you can see SCHD is down. So it has it all right here. I mean, it has it all right here. You can see year to date how much they're down, past year, past 5 years, past 10 years, and since inception or when they were first IPO'd on the market. Also right here, you see the holdings, you can see the top 25 holdings. So you can see SCHD, which I've talked about before, doesn't have a whole lot of tech. So you can see a lot of blue chip value-based companies, Verizon, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Altria, things like that. Whereas you see DGRO over here, look, the top holding is Microsoft. That's a tech company. But I love that the second holding is JP Morgan. That's a financial based company. In energy, right here, ExxonMobil is in the energy sector. Then you have some Apple, Johnson and Johnson, which is pharma, Broadcom, which is tech, AbbVie, pharma, Procter Gamble, consumer staples. So you have a little bit of tech sprinkled in, but still, some good blue chip value based um, companies that are in other sectors. So I like both of them, to be honest. I like both. And you can just see more of, other, like more of the positions here. So I just wanted just to bring this up because I did get some questions about it. Like DGRO, we do like DGRO, we do own it. And I was just going to continue to hold our shares and just see, wait and see what the market does. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to come on, make it short and sweet. This is a holiday weekend, so my kids are on spring break. I am going to be taking some time in as well. So I will get to your comments. So leave a comment. I'll heart them. And let me know like what you guys are doing, especially in this volatile market because it's kind of crazy. Again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my dividend group members. We do meet the end of April. You guys will get your links if you want to join our dividend group. That's where I share more in-depth analysis and insights to our personal portfolio that I don't share on the channel. We also talk. We meet for 2 hours. We hang out. And if you need some private help, I do have several people that I meet with privately. Check out my information below. My website is down below, and that way you can go in there on my website and just find something that may work for you. Group setting, private setting. I'm all about finance, investing, because I love it so much. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Smash the notification bell so that you don't miss an upload every time I post a video. And until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.